Hey, Shalom, Shalom. First thing and foremost, I want to give all praises and glory and honor is due to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim, Rakakadash. Double honors to the elders and the apostles of the great millstone. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect who is in the gospel abroad, lifting up the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. To Akim Mahaloya, coming back with another lesson through the Spirit. As you see, the man, Rose Simmons, known as DMX, stands for Dark Man X, has passed away at the age of 50. Some controversy out there about surrounding his death, whether he overdosed on drugs or whether he, drunk some of Maxine Waters. And makes sense because a lot of celebrities, Jake celebrities, that was engaging with Maxine Waters, a lot of them actually succumbed to the waters. They drowned from it. So it makes sense that it wasn't a drug overdose, and his family is allegedly having a lawsuit against the news media because they were slandering the man's name, so to speak. So through the Spirit, man, you can see that they pretty much sacrificed him, because he was in the industry. He did sell out, unfortunately. He was a pretty good rapper. He was pretty talented for who he was. He hype man, so to speak. And I knew he was gonna die through the Spirit because I had a dream about my father last night. And it's weird because this is one of my father's favorite rappers, and my father passed away a while back, and I dreamed about him all last night. So I was like, how did I dream about him out the blue, And woke up this morning. Google had it on before they announced it. His managers were saying he was still living, but Google already announced it, like, yeah, we're gonna pull a plug on him. So, yep, Dark Man X has passed away, and it's really judgment from Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai at the end of the day because allegedly he went to an Israelite camp last month, and allegedly he got edified. It was on video, so he knew he was an Israelite. He was into the Bible and stuff like that, turning his life around because he knew that he fucked up because he sold out to the Baphomet. And after he sold out and he was trying to redact on it, they was trying to defame him, and he was overdosing on drugs. He was in and out of rehab, etc. So yeah, man, these are the things that Jake go through. Like Yahweh Shai say, he said, what profit a man if a man should gain the whole world but lose his soul in the process? And the Lord took him out. And we speculated that video got back to the elites because he did go up to an Israelite camp. He was out there dealing with the brothers. He wasn't scoffing. He accepted it, from what I understand. And now, a month later, allegedly he took Maxine Waters, and now he's dead. So let's see what his family has to say about this, because I'm pretty sure they're devastated. But nonetheless, this is what happens when you're not of the Lord's elect. So this is the book. Matter of fact, it says DMX received Maxine Waters days before heart attack. Family says no drugs. All right, so it says rap legend DMX, real name Earl Simmons, is currently in the ICU suffering symptoms from a massive heart attack. It says early reports speculated DMX's condition may have been brought about because of an alleged drug overdose, right? Because that's what Esau does. He used the media to slander Jake. He bring up a dark point in your life, and he would use that, to incriminate yourself or for you to hang yourself with. He's not going to say, well, his potion was the one that did it, because he's the devil. He wants to extract all information from himself. All right, but it says here, but MTO News spoke with a member of the Simmons family who believed that it was not drugs that caused the heart attack. It says in an exclusive interview, MTO News spoke with DMX's family member who told us that the rapper received the Maxine Waters about a week before he suffered from a heart attack. It says DMX's family member told MTO News DMX got the Maxine when they opened it up to people over 50. It says he got it so that he can travel and go perform and stuff like that, which he should have known better, And if those Israelites that he dealt with, the house of Israel, if they was on any type of level, they would have told him, nah, don't do it. All right. But I don't think they went into that information about Maxine being, of the devil, because my thing is this: if they warned him about it and he was accepting the truth, he could have possibly been spared. The Lord probably would have had mercy on him. You see what I'm saying? But I don't think they warned him about not taking it. But then again, he should know already, because it's a lot of information out there on the internet telling Jake, don't take it, But it says here, New York State opened up Maxine Waters for people over 50 and in mid-March. But it says, and a family member suspects that DMX heart attack could have been a reaction to the Maxine or to the water. It says the family member explained, everyone in the news keeps saying DMX has a drug overdose. It says, how do they know? She says, I'm in the family and no doctor told me anything about an overdose. So there you go. That's another checkmate on this devil, that he's the devil and that he's out to get our people. Okay, because the scriptures say never trust thy enemy. So it's iron rusted, so is his wickedness. And the reason it says, and a family member is furious about the speculation surrounding the drug use. She told MTO News, yes, he had past issues with drugs, but nobody knows that he had an OD. She said it's fucked up that it's being reported like that. But what do you expect? You know, this is Satan. This is what he does. His talking heads, his media. He lies. He slanders. He's a deceitful tongue. That's what he's going to do. He ain't going to come out and say, well, I killed this man. He's going to say, yeah, well, he's going to use his past against him. Oh, yeah, he was gang banging. He went back to the hood to drop off some money when his old dope boy partner shot him, you know, instead of them saying that they poisoned him or, you know, sacrificed him ritualistically or whatever. They're not going to say that, you know. And she says she told MTO News that she and the family are considering taking legal action against the news publications, prematurely concluding that DMX suffered a drug overdose. But she said, but what is clear according to the family members that he did take Maxine Waters. So that's the fact. It says the grieving kid explained he took that water and he had a heart attack. I'm not saying the water did it, but he never had a heart attack before. So allegedly Maxine Waters drowned him. All right. It says over 167 million of Maxine Waters were administered in the United States from December 14 to April 15, 2021. But during this time, the DCC reported only 2,794 reported deaths among people who received the water. And that's a damn lie. There's been more people dying from it. A lot of Jake celebrities succumb from that. All right, just to name a few. So, hey, man, this man is the devil. All right, but nonetheless, this is the Lord's judgment, because it reads here, Psalms 37 and 27. It says, depart from evil and do good and dwell evermore. Right. DMX, he didn't really depart from evil because he was still part of that industry. Even though they was defaming him, he was into the Bible. He went down to dealing the scripts, but ultimately the Lord seemed fit to take him out. It says, for the Most High loveth judgment and forsaketh not his saints. All right. So DMX is a saint because he's an Israelite, but he's not a saint of the saint. He's not of the elect. It says they are preserved forever, but the seed of the wicked should be cut off, right? So obviously the Lord found ill intent with him, you know, because for one thing, you come into this truth, you understand this truth, and you accept it. You got to repent. You got to turn your life around. You know, you have to start doing the work, keeping the law, statutes, and commandments, studying, doing whatever you got to do in order to, you know, make your calling and election sure. Because if not, then stuff like this happens. The Lord allows Satan to get you, you know. It says the righteous should inherit the land and dwell therein forever. And the mouth of the righteous speaketh wisdom, and his tongue talketh of judgment. But the law of the power is in his heart, and none of his steps shall slide. All right, and DMX, like I said, man, you know, he didn't really fully give his life over to the Most High. Visiting that Israelite camp last month, you was supposed to make a U-turn. I'm not saying that you didn't accept it, but either they didn't warn you, which I'm not putting fault on them, but regardless of it is, you learned of your heritage. So now, you know, you had to suffer the consequences for trusting in Esau, because this is the book of Isaiah 30:1. It says, woe to the rebellious children, says the Lord, they take counsel, but not of me, and that cover with the covering, but not of my spirit, that they may add sin to sin. So the reality of it is, he was given, they told him about who he was, and they was telling him, they was breaking it down to him. But the fact that he went down and got the waters, he drank the waters in order for him to continue in his rap career, the Most High wasn't with it. The Most High like, well, nah, man, leave that shit alone. All right, it's one thing you performing, but you trying to still be part of this industry, and the Lord is not dealing with the industry. It says that walk to go down into Egypt and have not asked in my mouth to strengthen themselves in the strength of Pharaoh and to trust in the shadow of Egypt. Right, and he did that. That's why verse 3 says, therefore shall the strength of Pharaoh be your shame, and the trust of the shadow of Egypt your confusion. Okay, so that was just that. He said, "Yep, y'all ready? All right." Give me 1 second, brother. So that was the whole thing right there. You know, he trusted in it, and then he succumbed to it. So there you go. Who? Really? All right. Yeah, I'll holler at me, man. I was trying to finish this call up.